सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम ओम नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ओम शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ओम श्री परब्रह्मणे नमः। ओम श्री श्रुतिमात्रे नमः। ओम समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री वेदव्यास सद्गुरवे नमः। ओम श्री वैशंपायन सद्गुरवे नमः। ओम श्री आज्ञवल्क्य सद्गुरवे नमः। ओम श्री आद्य शंकर सद्गुरवे नमः। ओम अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। अथ तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदः उपनिषद वेद्य ब्रह्म परमात्मनः श्रुतिमाधो कृपया उपनिषद उक्त ब्रह्मानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं पारायणं भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं च वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। We are chanting today Tritiya Bhruguvalli. I am sure you are having book in front, and as every day with the practice where we are given by the Lord Guru every day an opportunity, we are improving upon ourselves in terms of chanting without mistakes, in terms of concentration while chanting, in terms of developing our bhakti shraddha in the Shruti Mata and Shruti Yukta Paramatma. May these faculties every day grow. For that purpose only, the spending of 5-8 minutes we are doing in chanting the Veda mantras. ओम अत पारायणं तृतीया भृगुवल्लीं। ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ओम भृगुर्वैवारुणिः वरुणं पितरमुपससार अधीहि भगवो ब्रह्मेति तस्मा एतत् प्रोवाच अन्नं प्राणं चक्षुश्रोत्रं मनोवाचमिति तगं होवाच यतो वा इमानि भूतानि जायन्ते येन जातानि जीवन्ति यत्प्रयन्त्यभिसंविशन्ति तद्विजिज्ञासस्व तद्ब्रह्मेति सतपोतप्यत सतपस्तप्त्वा अन्नं ब्रह्मेति व्यजानात्। अन्नाद्येव खल्विमानि भूतानि जायन्ते अन्नेन जातानि जीवन्ति अन्नं प्रयन्त्यभिसंविशन्तीति तद्विज्ञाय पुनरेव वरुणं पितरमुपससार अधीहि भगवो ब्रह्मेति तगं होवाच तपसा ब्रह्म विजिज्ञासस्व तपो ब्रह्मेते सतपोतप्यथ सतपस्तप्त्वा प्राणो ब्रह्मेति व्यजानात्। प्राणाद्येव खल्विमानि भूतानि जायन्ते प्राणेन जातानि जीवन्ति प्राणं प्रयन्त्यभिसंविशन्तीति तद्विज्ञाय पुनरेव वरुणं पितरमुपससार अधीहि भगवो ब्रह्मेति तगुं होवाच तपसा ब्रह्म विजिज्ञासस्व तपो ब्रह्मेति सतपोतप्यत सतपस्तप्त्वा मनो ब्रह्मेति व्यजानात्। मनसो ह्येव खल्विमानि भूतानि जायन्ते मनसा जातानि जीवन्ति मनः प्रयन्त्यभिसंविशन्ति ते तद्विज्ञाय पुनरेव वरुणं पितरमुपससार अधीहि भगवो ब्रह्मेति तं होवाच तपसा ब्रह्म विजिज्ञासस्व तपो ब्रह्मेति स तपोतप्यथ स तपस्तप्त्वा विज्ञानं ब्रह्मेति व्यजानात् विज्ञानाध्येव खल्विमानि भूतानि जायन्ते विज्ञानेन जातानि जीवन्ति विज्ञानं प्रयन्त्यभिसंविशन्तीति तद्विज्ञाय पुनरेव वरुणं पितरमुपससार अधीहि भगवो ब्रह्मेति तगुं होवाच तपसा ब्रह्म विजिज्ञासस्व तपो ब्रह्मेति स तपोतप्यत स तपस्तप्त्वा आनन्दो ब्रह्मेति व्यजानात् आनन्दाध्येव खल्विमानि भूतानि जायन्ते आनन्देन जातानि जीवन्ति आनन्दं प्रयन्त्यभिसंविशन्तीति सैषा भार्गवी वारुणी विद्या परमे व्योमन् प्रतिष्ठिता य एवं वेद प्रतितिष्ठति अन्नवानन्नादो भवते महान् भवति प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसेन महान् कीर्त्या ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ अद श्रीकृष्ण यजुर्वेदान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीय शाखान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीय आरण्यकान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषद ॐ यस्माज्जातं जगत्सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रलीयते येनेदन्धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः यैरिमे गुरुभे पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरुचीनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते ॐ अथ प्रथमा शिक्षा वल्ली प्रथमोऽनुवाकः प्रार्थनामन्त्राः शान्तिमन्त्राः ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो नमः आद्यशंकर सद्गुरवे नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः श्री वेदव्यास वैशंपायन याज्ञवल्क्यादि गुरुभ्यो नमः Saluting all the rishis, munis, gurus, devatas, ishta devata, our own guru, Shruti Mata, Parabrahma Tattva. Daily, this should be our unbroken routine. We will be entering into the Dashama Anuvaka today. Before we study the 10th Anuvaka of our wonderful divine Taittiriya Upanishad, one or two thoughts for the day, one or two maybe. First of all, when we sit for meditation, seriously, sincerely, to know the self, first through contemplation in its right understanding, second in the experience. Whether we are trying it or not, while trying, whether we are succeeding or not, on what it is depending, our non-trial as well as our non-success. If you look at only nothing but the world. Now, how much struggle we are going through in every day's our sadhana to get out of the world and to get into the Paramatma. Now, that world which anyway has to be eliminated from the mind because it is an obstruction on the seat of meditation while trying to know the truth. Is it not wisdom that while living in the world outer, live but not allow that world to enter? A thought. Try to think about it. That entire world of names and forms and happenings and attitudes, whatever are happening, for whatever the reason, you call them because it's prarabdha, you call them it is because whatever the reason. Anyway, they have to be removed because anyway they are obstruction. When they are obstructions and they have to be removed, why do we allow them inside? Can we have this alertness all the time? This wisdom and this alertness while living all through the day consciously that every of these interactions have their only the outer purpose of vyavahara. Let me not allow them to create impressions in my mind to eliminate which I can have to struggle a lot. Sometimes actually, some of these memories won't go unless we die. As I told you the other day, 3 days back, that's why Bhagavan has to give us death so that these things are forgotten and the next life we are afresh. Now imagine zero are the impressions we are gathering from the outer life. Then there's no need of waiting for the next birth. In this very birth only, the mind, heart are absolutely free, pure. So you are able to focus on the self as told by the Shastra and establish in it. So the thought one, if we like it, if we really are impressed by it, if we really think it is beneficial and if we really value it, is what? Live outer life to such an extent only that it is not entering the inner life. How do you do it? It is your choice. It is your discretion. It's your maturity. Whether you do it by offering everything to the Lord, whether you do it as a service to the world, whether you do it as it's my duty I am doing, whatever the net outcome of every action we do from our side, every response world gives, every experience the world gives us, all of them should not go beyond our perception, our understanding at the mana level. More than that, it should not carry any value. This is the thought one today. Anyway, we have to eliminate them. In that case, why allow them? Think about it. Thought one. Thought two is what? Key in spirituality when we come. Two, we are for preparation told to do many sadhanas. The outer preparation and inner preparation. So many are told by the Shruti Mata, by the Guru. Sadhanas at the Deha level or the Indriya level or the Mana level or the Buddhi level or Aham level. All of so many of the sadhanas. Now, unless all the sadhanas thoroughly perfected, done and mastered, we don't get the passport and visa into deep meditation and contemplation. There is no doubt about it. Then what to do, how to go about? Can we achieve all of them in one go in one attempt? Is it? You can't. Then what is the wisdom? Wisdom is among these so many sadhanas which we are told to be done, told to do, in which we are convinced about, definitely we have to listen from the Guru and we have to get convinced about also of the necessity of the sadhanas. After that, we are sharing the thought. What is that? Among so many sadhanas, at least one, which are the easiest to let us take, at least one sadhana, can we do sincerely, seriously, perfectly? This is the second thought for the day. So many we have to do. We are attempting also. But among them, at least one can we do sincerely, seriously, with full Shraddha, with total our application, with the desire to do it perfectly and establish in it. Like I know 29 asanas. Among them, at least 2 3 asanas I do properly, I get the benefit of it. I have 20 people in my life as friends. एटलीस्ट दो लोगों से मैं अच्छी तरह रिलेट करूं, so I get benefit out of them. Is it not? In the same way, how many sadhanas we have to do is a big important thing. You can't compromise with doing sadhana. करना ही पड़ेगा. But how many of them we are fully, seriously, sincerely attempting? Total involvement के साथ. Now that type of sadhana I can't put in any other words than these words. But fully, totally, with Shraddha, involving in that with all seriousness and sincerity. One, what it gives is, it gives the breakthrough. What are the two breakthroughs? That particular sadhana you have mastered. Then the second is what? It gives inspiration for doing the next sadhanas. If we go on doing all the sadhana in a vague manner, without proper application of ours, there is not even satisfaction of doing. Forget about doing, forget about getting result. Anything like you took up your upasana, do it sincerely, totally. When you do that Abhishekam to Lord Shiva, Bhagavan Vishnu, fully involved in that, that itself is the beginning which helps us for reaching to greater sadhanas and results slowly. Without that, any number of years, any number of sadhanas we do, without our full involvement, we are always at the superficial periphery level. जपा यू टू कप टेक अप 10 साल मैं जप में लगा रहूंगा. I'll do the japa of all the devatas to avoid the fear of obligations in me. After that, I'll do the japa of this and that mantras given by the gurus. Finally, I'll come and settle in the japa of the pranava. In this way, clear ho jao and keep involving in that sense. That is enough. In fact, the mantra which we are studying now is of the japa mantra only. Listen to the class, satsang. Stick to that. Regular, serious, sincere. Just don't even study at home. Just सुनने के टाइम ही ध्यान से सुनो. Commitment के साथ, regularity के साथ. That itself opens up. Opens up the gateways to deeply understand as to what is the Upanishad is telling us to achieve and how it is telling us to achieve. For clarity. सिर्फ रेगुलर सुनते रहना. एक काम करो, या डू योर ओन स्टडी ऑफ द बुक एट होम, or just surrender to the Guru with bhakti in your heart and any of the seva you can do. I say so many sadhanas are there. Is it not? And other sadhanas on the seat of meditation or contemplation. One of the prakriya, drugdrushya viveka prakriya, atmanatma viveka prakriya, और प्रतिबिंबवाद प्रक्रिया, अवच्छेदवाद प्रक्रिया, कुछ भी आपको क्लिक हुआ, एक को पकड़ो, उसमें जी जान लगा के करना. Like I am doing classes, but it is not enough. I am only in minus 22% level. Slowly I have to become more perfect in this. Of thoroughly studying, understanding, and bringing all the best of vocabularies, intention, attitude, purposes while giving the class. That will be the means of redemption for me, maybe. I must feel like that. And do this one perfectly. Any one of them, if you start doing the best manner, then we get the breakthrough. But and then anyway, all other sadhanas also we have to do. अब होते रहेंगे सब. Is it not? One car you can drive, all cars you can drive. Never ever always afraid my scooter cycle भी नहीं चलाऊंगा. There are some people they don't even drive cycle throughout life. They never tried. They are all afraid. There are some people they can't swim because they are always afraid. Each one, or they didn't try properly. We also doing, but sincerely. One thing, pura. Okay? Thought number 2 for the day. Maybe adds to our effort to improve ourselves in spirituality through all these studies, Svadhyaya Sadhana. The third thought for the day can be this. Very, very, very ordinary thought, as if which we might have heard thousands of times. But we have not got into the deeper understanding of the thought or the root of that thought. Therefore, we were never benefited by that thought. That is the third thought we are sharing. What is that? Ki, when do we and how do we get impressed or inspired by the words of the Guru and the words of the Shastra to do sadhana? Is it not? We should be inspired by the words of the Guru and Shastra to do sadhana, na? तभी जाकर मुक्ति होएगा. How to do that? How to do that? How to do that? Words of the teacher, whomever you have chosen as teacher, and also of the Shastra. Only when I follow them, then I get mukti. You know what is that? The thought is so simple one. Ki all those Shastras, all the rishis, all the gurus, whatever the sadhana they are telling us to do, please remember, they are telling us all those sadhanas for us to do only for our improvement, only for our development, only for our own benefit, only for our own growth. मतलब क्या हुआ? हमारे ही फायदा के लिए ये शास्त्र गुरु कह रहे हैं. If we can deeply are convinced about it, that's what mother says. अरे जो भी मैं कह रहा हूँ तुम्हारे लिए कह रहा हूँ. The friends also say, अरे what I am telling for you. The teachers tell in the school, college, why do you don't listen, stupid fellows? We are telling for your own interest. This sentence we heard hundreds of times, but never valued it. Both the things have become a habit of listening many times, but also not valued. सुनते गए उसका भी आदत हुआ, वैल्यू नहीं करना उसका भी आदत हुआ, इसलिए अभी भी सुनते आ रहे हैं लेकिन उसका वैल्यू अभी भी नहीं कर रहे. Think about it. What the purpose of the Shruti and the Rishi Muni of their own selfishness in giving us this Upadesha, giving us this Sandesha, giving us this Adesha, giving us all this literature or the Shastra? What is their benefit? Batao. What is their benefit? They are already in the experience of the self. मुक्त है वो, क्यों दिए होंगे? थोड़ा दिमाग लगा के सोच, थोड़ा सा. It is for our own benefit. If I am deeply rooted in it, think it. If I don't have this first thought, and it should be the last thought also, because it's the best thought, it should be the thought throughout. That what they are telling is for like a doctor. When the doctor tells, don't eat that food, don't eat this food, and take this medicine, and then do that exercise and take rest. Why did he tell? For his own health, for his own benefit, selfishness, for his money. Think about it. But this thought is very crucial. We can't neglect this one. Money aspect chodo, whatever the prescription he gave, instructions he gave, imagine that state of the mind, that the doctor is kind enough that he has given this medicine as well as these precautions in my own interest. If I am convinced deeply of this thought, will I not follow the prescription? And truly, because he told for our benefit, definitely we get the benefit. A doctor. Is it not so? Cho? Any traffic rules? No, why they are given? Are they given for any other purpose other than our own safety, security? बेल्ट लगाओ बोलते कार में बैठकर. Many of us so careless. मैं नहीं लगाऊंगा, मेरा फ्रीडम जाएगा. अरे तेरे फ्रीडम चाहिए, जिंदगी चाहिए. जिंदगी चाहिए, then लगा. Suddenly brake लग गया, then how much it is danger? In this way, in small little things, we don't understand that they are for our benefit. That other makes us. That wrong habit makes us not believe that what our parents, elders are saying is for our own benefit. Therefore, we don't do it. Same intellect, same personality or Vyaktitva or the habit is carried when we go to the Guru and study Shastra also. That this crucial point we neglect that what they are saying is for our own benefit. Especially when it comes to about the Shastra and the Guru, what they tell is not an ordinary simple worldly benefit. The benefit which is guaranteed when we follow what they say is the mukti from the would-be eternal lives of बंधन. आगे आने वाले हजारों लाखों करोड़ों जन्मों के बंधनों से छुटकारा वाला बेनिफिट उस साधना में है जो लोग करने को कह रहे हैं. Think when Shruti Mata says any of the upasana so far in the 8 Anuvakas and in all other Upanishads what we heard, why the rishis are saying? Just one thing, it is my benefit. It's for my evolution. It's my own growth. If this much is clear in our heart, that is the only thing by which I start taking what they tell sincerely and start doing them. If that deep thought is not there. Remember, you may not fully understand the subject what they told. Because to understand the subject told by the Upanishad, it needs lot of maturity. Like, do we understand the entire how the medicine works, the knowledge? When the doctor gives a medicine, you can know. You may or may not need it, you can know it also, but that subject is different. But do you wait that till I understand the pharmacology of medicine and all its functioning, I will not take medicine, then you will die only or suffer out of pain. Is it necessary? Even though I don't understand what my guru said now, but he is telling it in my own benefit. With this attitude, when I do what he says, I only am benefited. That attitude, in other words, is called as Shraddha. शास्त्रस्य गुरुवाक्यस्य सत्यबुद्ध्या अवधारणा. What is satyabuddhi? Ki what they are saying is true. And what is that? If you do this, you are spoiled. If you do this, you are benefited. Therefore, don't do this, do this. That is what they say, no? And that is satyam. In that way, when I do avadharana, means keep in my mind always. And accordingly practice, that's called Shraddha. Like what doctor said is satya. ये मत खाना वो खाना ये दवा लेना पक्का तुम ठीक हो जाओगे. With what he said as satya, that buddhi, when I have avadharana in me, that's called shraddha. With that, when I do, I get benefit. And once in a while, we have to pause and see. And Tatolkar कहते ना, our own mind heart, shraddha lacking, inspiration lacking, interest lacking, commitment lacking, sincerity lacking, regularity lacking. अब इतने deficiencies हैं, गाड़ी आगे कैसे चलेगी? पेट्रोल ठीक नहीं है, इंजन ठीक नहीं है, क्लच ठीक नहीं है, ब्रेक ठीक नहीं है, स्टीयरिंग दबा के पकड़ो तो उखड़ के आता है हाथ में. अब देखो सफर कैसा होगा? इट विल नॉट बी हिंदी, इट इज इंग्लिश सफरिंग ओनली. These are the golden, beautiful ingredients in the dish of spiritual sadhana, which we consciously have to develop and cultivate. That is what, throughout the scriptures, along with the deep knowledge, along with the contemplation for the knowledge, these things also added. We just neglect them. And by neglecting them, we want to achieve that. Like making a wonderful biryani, neglecting ilaichi, long and all, or biryani patta. Do you get the taste and smell of it? बिरयानी का अर्थ ही वो डालना है ना. The main thing if you don't add, it will be khichdi, it can't be biryani. Khichdi is majburi ka naam Mahatma Gandhi, where you can't cook a rice or if a sabji properly and eat it, सारा डाल दिया और बना दिया and tell that मैं बाबा जी कुछ भी खाता हूँ. बाबा जी नहीं, you lazy fellow. Think about it. So, the three thoughts of the day. First is, anyway, we have to eliminate them. Then, why bring them into the mind? Very subtle it is, very important, very practical, very useful if we are convinced. Second is what? One sadhana, deeply, thoroughly done. One sadhana done. And for that, the third one is what? Feel again and again, again and again, again and again, the what the Shruti Mata is saying, what my Guru is saying, Guru Parampara is saying is for my own evolution, for my own protection, for my own benefit. If this thought was there 25 years back, when my first Guru taught me something to do, if I have done it then only, from then, अब तक तो हवा में उड़ने वाले लेविटेटिंग योगी हो जाते or a person of all highest achievements would have become. Is it not? And same thing we do with the world. Whatever the people with whom we interact or the object involved, only with the assumption, imagination that they are giving me some benefit. And definitely they are giving benefit, but it's only superficial, some pleasures. Behind that, they are not only enslaving us, they are taking us away from Paramatma. So, enslaving us and taking away from Paramatma are not the conscious goals of the world which comes to us, but unconsciously, inherently, these shortcomings are there in that. इनका इनहेरेंटली वो है ही उसके अंदर, वो फिर वो जानना चाहिए हमको केयरफुल्ली. So we have to avoid. So these are the three introductory thoughts for the day. I think they'll be beneficial and helpful if we really want to add some more armor in our ammunitions for our successful fight in the war of Adhyatmika Sadhana, where there's nobody other than us, the fighter or the fought. Both of them are us only. मैं मेरे ही साथ जंग युद्ध. I am fighting myself, my higher intellect or convictions, fighting with the lower habits or natures or the ignorances or vasanas. इसमें शायद यह हेल्प करता होगा. Okay. Now come to the Dashama Anuvaka. What is Dashama Anuvaka? It is the experience ke baad, after the experience, the words given by are revealed to and therefore given by the great Rishi of that time, Trishanku. This in connection or continuation of all the 9 Anuvakas. So 9 Anuvaka practiced, Trishanku become so highly qualified, especially with the latest, the 8th Anuvaka, the last mantra of taking Pranava as support and invoking Krupa Pranava as Parabrahma, then studying the Vedanta Upanishad, where it is promised that Brahma eva apnoti. With that faith, he did it, he got it. This 10th Anuvaka is like the advertisement, of their own university students who are selected in campus for the great post. Is it not? See, देखो 1 crore का per annum package the student of our college got. 8 lakh per महीना. तो उसका इंटरव्यू फोटो लेकर they publish so that everybody should join. So too, the Trishanku is the one who achieved by following what is said in Taittiriya. Therefore, everybody can achieve. And the difference between that ad and this ad is that is commercial. Here it is not commercial. It's a pure love, pure publicity only to help us again so that we get redemption. In that ad, the universe is not promoting the youngster. It is promoting itself. Here, the Shruti Mata is not promoting herself or the Trishanku. Shruti Mata is promoting spiritual sadhana for our benefit. Okay. Now, let us see first of all that Anubandha Bhashyam. Then we have seen yesterday अहम वृक्षस्य रेरिवा अथ ओम अथ दशमो ओम अथ कृष्ण यजुर्वेदांतर्गत तैत्तरीय उपनिषदः शिक्षा वल्ली दशमोनुवाकः ओम अहम वृक्षस्य रेरिवा इति स्वाध्यायार्थः मंत्र आम्नायः. Swadhyaya means knowing the meaning and doing japa again and again till the meaning is strongly impressed in our heart. The impressions of the meaning are deeply rooted in us. Like Om Namah Shivaya is a mantra, it's an amnaya. It is to be done japa called as Swadhyaya, in which repeatedly I go on saying Om Namah Shivaya till the impression that I have to be a devotee and therefore do surrender and namaskar to Shiva is deeply rooted in me. Till that time, I have to go on doing. For getting that surrender, I have to do Om Namah Shivaya. After that, to prove that I got the surrender, I have to do Om Namah Shivaya. That is called as Anushtana or Swadhyaya. After which, what will be our personality all the time? I am a Jiva trying to evolve within and without. It will happen by the grace of Shiva. Or I am invoking His grace through various upasanas, and base of all of that is Om Namah Shiva. See that connection? That is called Swadhyaya. Like the thoughts which we shared just now. When you contemplate on the meaning of them by repeatedly listening, you are doing Swadhyaya. It helps. So, aham vrukshasya reriva iti swadhyayartha mantra amnaya. Clear? Yesterday we spoke lot of time on this, took lot of time. Then, swadhyaya cha vidya utpattaye. Now, this is how important is this. When I am repeating this mantra as a japa, when the intellectual knowledge and conviction of that is happening, is that intellectual knowledge and conviction of the meaning of this mantra is to impress others? Is it for getting some of the worldly benefits? If that is, then you are lost. Then what is the only purpose of this swadhyaya? Of repeatedly chanting this mantra as japa with the meaning behind so that that knowledge becomes strong impression in us. The only purpose is vidya utpattayi. Underline this point, my lord. Why? Because vidya alone is moksha karanam. Why? Because avidya is the cause of our bandhanam. There is nothing called as the world, nor the jiva, me, nor the upadhis, nor I have to suffer all. And all of them have come from avidya. And unless vidya comes, avidya will not go. Unless avidya goes, the avidya karya, all these which are creating havoc or samsara, it will not go. Now see the clarity both of the Shruti Mata Rishi Parampara and Bhagwan's Bhashya. And it inherently has another meaning. What is that? When through Vidya only we are getting moksha, therefore that mantra swadhyaya we attend to. Alone we have to do, which gives Vidya. Swadhyaya means continuously study as a japa. Therefore, विद्या उत्पत्ति से अविद्या नाश के द्वारा मोक्ष होता है. If you are convinced about it, then vidya utpatti happens through swadhyaya when we know. Then which mantras we have to take for swadhyaya? Those mantras which continue or strengthen the avidya, or those mantras which invoke or create the avidya in us? See, when we study the Bhashya, how the correct understanding comes. We have all understanding, but is it correct or not? Is it complete or not? Is it authentic or not? Is it beneficial or not? These are all crucial questions, please. If you truly want to mature without obstruction or violence, प्रॉपरली साइड ट्रैक नहीं होते हुए सीधा ग्रो करना है तो ऐसे प्रश्न पूछना पड़ता है. So, and this Bhagavan Shankara is not telling out of his hat or impression. He is telling out, he thoroughly studied what the Shanku said, and every word of that he has understood. And it is his understanding of all other Upanishads, and it is his direct experience. Bhagavan Shankara and his Karunalayam, out of Karuna, is saying. So, just you feel you are in front of Bhagavan Shankara, then he is telling us. नहीं मैं बैठा हूँ शंकर भगवान के चरण पे, वो बता रहे बेटा अब हम आगे जाकर एक 10th अनुवाक we are going to study, and this is called as what he said it as ki mantra amnaya is a mantra of the Upanishad. This you have to do for swadhyaya. Swadhyaya arthat mantra amnaya. What is swadhyaya? You have to ratto it, repeat it. That should be always in your mind. Why do you say? Because swadhyaya vidya utpattaye, swadhyaya cha vidya utpattaye. And why the vidya has to be developed? Prakaranat. I told you prakaranam is because that is the need of the hour. And that prakaranat, the need of the hour, you can understand in so many ways. Need of hour for all the jivas, need of hour of your own self. Also prakarana means you are studying Upanishad, not a novel. The Upanishad is for Brahma Vidya only, no? So Upanishad itself is Brahma Vidya, prakarana, therefore. And you are a jiva bound only because avidya, and unless you get vidya, you can't be liberated. Therefore, prakarana. And the Rishi Muni Guru, if they are not teaching us vidya and giving us moksha, then they are not worth worshipping. So, prakarana from the words of Guru standpoint, from the scripture standpoint, and the thought development standpoint, and from the standpoint of our own vidya prapti and mukti. For our own मुक्ति स्टैंड चारों तरह से देखो तो विद्या ही हमारे जीवन का प्रकरण होना चाहिए. विद्या उत्पत्तये प्रकरणात् means what? Contextually, our life should be spent only for the utpatti of the vidya. Which vidya? Atma vidya. And that Atma vidya is two levels. One is thorough conviction at the intellectual level. Second, through the practice of meditation, experiencing it. So Jnanam and Vijnanam, both are called as Vidya Utpatti. The thorough conviction makes us, detached from all other involvements and makes us do only the sadhana of knowing the self or Jnanam. And that gives us the experience called Vijnanam. And then that Vidya, the Brahma Vidya, Atma Vidya is born in me, in which I have experienced my essential self and saw everything as my own self. Then where is the confusion? Where is the otherness, which alone is creating all problems? Like in the dream, I had all the otherness and sufferings. The moment I woke up, where is otherness? No, therefore, where is the samsara of the dream? What is the meaning of waking is Vidya Utpatti. What was the whole suffering in the dream? Avidya Utpatti. Is there any other solution than waking up for the all problems of the dream? Dream also had, let us say, the past, present, future. If you have continued in the dream, you will carry the load of past in the dream and suffer in the present and behave in such a way in the dream. Future also you suffer. All the trikala dukkha of the swapna is totally eliminated by waking up. That you are a waker. In the same way. So, summarize karo sab. This mantra is for Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya is for Vidya. Why? Because Prakarana. That you are sitting in Upanishad class for the Brahma Vidya only. In general also, Brahma Vidya alone removes the Avidya. With that alone, the samsara goes away. Moksha comes. Prakaranat. Okay? Next, Vidya Artham hi idam prakaranam. Now, this prakarana, the total Upanishad study, as well as you are being with the Guru in the ashram or coming to the classes regularly, and the next Amnaya or the prakarana which we are studying is Vidya Artham only, idam prakaranam. Never have confusion. The important of this point is what? Wherever we are going, for what purpose we are going, we must know. And if that purpose is okay for you, then you go. And do only that purpose. Like yesterday while talking in that, some question asked in the Telugu class. When you go to the Ganesh Pandal, organized, you must know for what purpose you are going. Is it not? You are going to do Namaskar to Ganapati, Aarti to Ganapati. Okay, aa jao. For that purpose only you must go. There cannot be any other purpose. And the purpose of whatever your life is not fulfilled there. Why do you go? You cannot go to hotel to do a namaskar to Ganapati because Ganapati is not there. आपको गणपति को नमस्कार करनी है तो जहाँ गणपति को रखा वहीं जाओगे ना, और जहाँ गणपति को रखा है वहाँ जा रहे हो तो वहाँ जाकर यू कैन ऑर्डर द ऑर्गेनाइज, एक प्लेट इडली एक प्लेट वड़ा लाओ, दैट यू डू इन द होटल. You can't go to the hotel and ask receptionist, यहाँ गणपति मिलते हैं क्या? How silly, ridiculous that example. So silly, ridiculous is our life. First of all, we don't know what is the purpose of life. Second, anything we are imagining as purpose, which is not, and we are going to that place. And we are just trapping ourselves. Such an important that Vidya Artham Hidam Prakaranam. The Prakarana Upanishad, the Prakarana of interaction with the Guru, the Prakarana of the next mantra, and the Prakarana of entire life is only for Vidya. And I can extend it this way, the entire life is for Vidya. Vidya means Atma Vidya, Brahma Vidya. What is the meaning of Vidya literally? जो है सो उसको जैसा है वैसा देखना. और अविद्या जो है उसको नहीं देखना, जो नहीं है वहां उसको प्रोजेक्ट करना. विद्यते इति विद्या, that which is there, of that the knowledge or Vidya. So Atma alone is everywhere, therefore Atma Vidya is Vidya. Anything other than Atma is not there, but still you are imagining, that's called Avidya. See how important and clear, helpful each of the thought, if we are attentively listening and able to tune to understand. Vidya utpatyartam he means verily, he means indeed, he means particularly, he means without any second opinion or thought. Vidya artham hi idam prakaranam. Vidya artham hi idam prakaranam. So our life is for Vidya, our everyday is for Vidya, our study of Upanishads is for Vidya, our every sadhana is for Vidya, and we come to the class only for Vidya. Anything else is not required, is not right. See, if we can make our intellect this way convinced, how will the mind have its projections to distract? Is it not because of the lack of the intellect's thorough conviction? With the help of the Guru and Shastra, now you can see what is the meaning of Guru Upadesh, what is the meaning of Shastra Adesh, Sandesh. अब समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? After so many years of vaguely listening without the maturities of Mana Buddhi, now because of our innocence, because of our humbleness and faith, when we went on listening, today slowly we are becoming little subtler, deeper to understand. The same thing was told many, many lives back also, but we were not ready to listen or receive or understand. But from then onwards till now, with whatever Shraddha, we continued. Seeing this, the Bhagavan became Karuna Yukta. With his blessing, our mind intellects are becoming sufficient enough or equipped enough, qualified enough to understand the essences. And what are the essences is? We have to get the moksha. Clear? And the bandha is because of avidya. And only the vidya removes the avidya and avidya krita bandhanam. And vidya comes only through this svadhyaya. And only for vidya you have to do svadhyaya. Okay? And the vidya giving svadhyaya only we have to do. Vidya means Brahma Vidya, Atma Vidya. Come to this clear point. Other than Upanishad, nothing gives the Atma Brahma Vidya. Or Upanishads are like the Bhagavad Gita or this 20th chapter of our Bhagavatam 11th Skanda or the Rama Hridayam. They are giving us Atma Vidya. And that Vidya alone is real Vidya. या विद्या सा विद्या या विमुक्त है, वो विद्या जिससे मुक्ति मिलता है उसी को विद्या कहते हैं. And that alone we have to focus on. And that is what was in the Yaschandasam Rishabho mantra. Medhaya smrunotu amrutasya he deva dharanaha bhuyasam. Amrutasya brahmajnanasya. And all other thing which we call as Vidya, but actually avidya, which is covering the Vidya, that please remove from my mind. Medhaya bhitaha. Dekho? And that's what in the introduction we saw. Anyway, when we have to eliminate, why allow that? Mm. सिवाय परमात्मा का सब कुछ अविद्या है, तो उसको ला क्यों रहे हो जब उसको निकाल नहीं है? See our intellect slowly getting shaken, getting the information, the right information, authentic information, and only little more egoless and selfless and sincere we have to be, that this information appeals to us. Once it appeals, they make it conviction. Leave the conviction. Is it not live, not live? Like I little focusedly study this Bhashya, then it starts appealing to me. Yaar, waki hai. Ignorance is the cause of bondage. Knowledge alone liberates. Knowledge comes when I make deeply rooted the knowledge in me, which is gained through this Swadhyaya. Is it not appealing? इसमें क्या गड़बड़ है, क्या गलती है, क्या कमी है? कुछ नहीं, सब ठीक ठाक है. फिर पकड़ो, प्रैक्टिस करो. When you go to a shoe shop, पक्का बैठ गया पाँव में, रंग भी अच्छा है, डिजाइन भी ठीक है, प्राइस ऑल्सो योर्स. अब पैसे देके आ जाओ. बट स्टिल वी लुक एट दिस शू, दैट शू, एंड अगेन और कुछ है बताओ. दैट मूर्खता इज द वन विच ऑलवेज देयर इन आवर लाइफ. गेट बेस्ट फूड द वाइफ इज सर्विंग, बट स्टिल वो क्यों नहीं बनाया. बेस्ट ड्रेसेस आर देयर इन अलमीरा, बट स्टिल वी गो एंड लुक एट द विंडो शॉप. बेस्ट सत्संग वी लिजन, स्टिल और कोई नया गुरु आया क्या, गुरु सोसाइटी में या मार्केट में. बेस्ट उपनिषद वी आर स्टडिंग एंड स्टिल यू से आई विल डू माय जपा, आई विल डू माय पुस्तक पठनम. You see how many ways our ego is making us nacho. See Gurudev, he was always serving the people. At his lesser information level, he served the people through freedom fighting or writing articles. When he met Maharata Shivananda and all, he understood the best help is only by guiding them toward the Paramatma. That can be done only through the teaching of the Shastras, Upanishad, Gita. He decided, he never compromised with throughout life. He went on doing that. Okay? And only to do those two convictions of him perfectly, what was required, he went on developing it. No looking here and there. Same is Bhagavan Adi Shankara. He said, wrote the Bhashyam of the Upanishads, then wrote the Vedanta Prakaranas, and established the mathas, ashramas, sannyasa dharmas, temples. See in their decision के कारण कितना कर पाए वो लोग. We have indecisiveness, therefore we don't do even one thing. Like I told you, do the Sam Vrishava mantra these many times. Whether you have decided or not, I don't know. If you have done, you decided, you would have done. I have decided and I did my quota. This also I decided, AHAM VRUKSHASYA. I already did my 1000 chanting or 900. When you decide, you will do. When you do, the benefit is not the result of what doing. The doing itself is benefit. From the non-doing, coming to the doing itself is a benefit. So, विद्या अर्थम ही स्वाध्याय. क्लियर कि विद्या अर्थम ही इदम प्रकरणम न च अन्य अर्थत्वम अवगम्यते. My friends, please be clear, decisive in your life that the Upanishads are for not any other purpose. Meeting the Guru is not for any other purpose. Studying Shastra and Satsang is no other purpose. In fact, the life itself completely should not have any purpose other than gaining the Atma Vidya, Brahma Vidya. Should we not pray to God and Guru? to make us convinced about only this? And should we ourselves also not give the auto suggestions for our own clear conviction कि मेरा जिंदगी केवल उपनिषद अध्ययन के द्वारा विद्या प्राप्ति के लिए होना है, not for any addition of avidya by involving anything else. Can there be any more healthy thing than this? Ki when I know what food to eat, what exercise to do, yoga to do, and what to avoid, will I have any day requirement to go to a doctor with disease? In the same way. I love this introductory Bhashyam because of the clarity of that. And that simplicity and pakka clarity. See the beauty of it. Ki vidya artam hi idam prakaranam. This particular context is to give Brahma Vidya, Atma Vidya. हम ऐसा कहकर छोड़ दो ना. He is not living. Why? What is he saying? Nacha anyarthatvam avgamyate. To strengthen what he already said. He is adding by saying the other thing. There is no other thing which you can conclude as the purpose of this. Like when you tell the children, wahan jana. But to strengthen that wahan jana, what do you say? Wahan ke ilawa aur kahin nahi jana. Don't you say? Like when you tell them to buy something, you tell them get that brand thing only and not anything else, even if it is there, of less cost or more cost. Because we don't are habituated that we need only this. Kuch bhi ho, example. Then that boy becomes focused. Yeah, mother told this only to bring. Then you will ask only that. If it is there, he'll get. If not, no. Otherwise, if she has not told, बेटा ले आ. But शॉप वाला तो जो हमारे पास से मांगते हैं वो नहीं देता, उसके बाद वो जो बेचता है. Then it's the same brand. Brand is different, the item is same. You know, the medical, when you go, same salt, there are 20 companies producing medicine. So he says, same thing is there but different. Can I give you this? So you have to call the doctor and say, so doctor says, हाँ तो ले लो. He says, no. Each one, though salt appears to be same, combination is different, effectiveness is different. Therefore, for you, this company medicine only will work. ये सब जादू है. None of them can be foolproof. कौन से कंपनीज ब्रांड आप कुछ मेडिसिन किसको काम करते नहीं पता. लाइक हाउ मेनी बीपी टैबलेट्स आर देयर ऑफ सेम कॉम्बिनेशन. 200 होंगे पूरी दुनिया में देखो तो. अब कौन सा किसको काम करते हैं प्रभु जाने. इसलिए लेते जाओ जो होगा. By the way, I'm telling. If she had not told, then when the shopkeeper says, बेटा वो नहीं है ले लो, you can bring. And mother says, ये नहीं चाहिए था. So an intelligent mother tells what to bring and what not to bring also. And what not to bring is not big. Only one. Only this, nothing else. So too, this prakarana is only for Brahma Vidya and not for anything else. Now, if we can contemplate on this thought, will it not bring the required single pointedness? And how essential is single pointedness? I have to get mukti, that is through Vidya. Vidya comes to Swadhyaya, and Swadhyaya is of this mantra I have to do, and this I have to do single pointed. Nacha anya arthato gamyate. Okay? Now all this in few lines, what we spent 30 minutes to discuss, the gist of it, the outcome of it, the essence of the summary of it, so beautifully said in the last line. एक ही लाइन. $1,000,000 ऐसा आपको इधर उधर नहीं मिलता. और यहाँ भी तब मिलेगा when we have the कृपा of आदि शंकरा through our prayer. Every day उनके चरण पकड़ के हम भीख मांगते हैं, इसलिए थोड़ा थोड़ा हमको रिलीज करते हैं अंडरस्टैंडिंग. Not to that level that we are fully convinced to give up everything and know only truth. इनके अनुग्रह में उतनी शक्ति है, लेकिन हमको पाने का औकात अभी आया नहीं. We are still विषयी. We still want excuses. We still are interested in the world. So many our useless nonsenses are there, na? That is why Guru doesn't pollute his knowledge by giving it us completely. He will just wait. As much qualified we are, so much. By the way, I'm just sharing. That's not important thought. Now, see the concluding thought, essence, gist, summary क्या है? स्वाध्यायेन च विशुद्ध सत्वस्य विद्या उत्पत्तिः अवकल्पते. Swadhyayena cha vishuddha sattvasya vidya utpatti avakalpyate. Means what? The one who has made his antakarana vishuddha by swadhyaya, to him alone, there is a guarantee of vidya prapti. Otherwise, no vidya. And without vidya, no moksha. So, vidya, moksha चाहिए, yeah. किससे मिलेगा? Vidya. To whom the vidya comes? Vishuddha sattva. And who can get Vishuddha sattva? The one who has done this swadhyaya. Okay? Now, what is swadhyaya and what is Vishuddha sattva? Swadhyaya is with the knowledge, repeating the same mantra again and again. And with that, what is the Vishuddha sattva that we gain? The Vishuddha sattva is, as we just now said, I want nothing else in the world, I want only Paramatma. This conviction is called Vishuddha sattva. Such person, when the Guru tells him Tattvas Mahavakya, it will just enter into him, immediately will know ki Aham Brahmasmi. Vidya Utpatti doesn't take much time if the sattva is Vishuddha, where I want only Paramatma, nothing else. Why is it so? Because Paramatma is not an object which is so far that you have to order it and it takes time to come. Paramatma is your own self. It's only simple. यार ये 5 कोश है, तुम हो. You are not 5 कोश, you are the sakshi of them. Okay, हो गया. What is there to do there? To know something, there's nothing to be done. You just look at. Like you showed me, Swami देखो उधर पेड़ है. What I have to do? See the पेड़. क्या sweat and toil I have to do? What direction you showed with your finger, you just turn my attention. That is there. हो गया ना? In the same way, to know the self, that one struggle is not required because it is not far away in time or space or objective. It is your own self. But still, why is it not happening? Because Vishuddha Sattva nahi. What is Vishuddha nahi hona? Only Paramatma I want, nothing else. Why this is not happening? Because repeatedly we are not bombarding our antakarana with the mantra which has a meaning to inspire us about Atmajnana, called as doing the Swadhyaya. And what are we doing? We are doing Swadhyaya only of those things of the world which are strengthening our avidya, which are strengthening our ashuddhi. What is ashuddhi? Everything other than Paramatma I want. We all are behaving like that only, no? I want Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. I want people to love me. I want them to help me. I want everything we are wanting, not other than Atma Jnana or Moksha. This is called Ashuddha Sattva. Vishuddha Sattva is what? Other than Mukti giving Atma Vidya, I want nothing else. And how this second thing come? Only when you do Swadhyaya. What is Swadhyaya? Repeatedly chanting this mantra. In this mantra, what is said? The glory of Brahma Vidya and the conviction of the Trishankar Rishi that I have done it, I got it, it is so blissful. Now we are through our Adhyatma Ramayana Bhagavatam. This text, what we are doing is repeatedly bombarding to our intellect. The only through the Brahmajnana that moksha comes. Brahmajnana comes to us through the Upanishads, Sravana Mananam Nididhyasanam. What is being done here through us, for our sake, by the Rishi Guru Parampara is Swadhyaya. Here we are using different texts and different mantra. Here it is one mantra only is given. And in fact, one mantra is enough. ईशावास्यमिदगम सर्वमित किंच जगत्याम जगत, उसी का आप स्वाध्याय करो, मोक्ष मिलता है. बिकॉज उसमें मोक्ष का लक्षण भी बताया, मोक्ष मिलने का पद्धति भी बताया. साधना इज ईशावास्यमिदगम सर्वमित किंच जगत्याम जगत. Then the liberation is तेन त्यक्तेन बुद्धिधाम आगृह कस्य शुद्धम. हो गया. उस एक मंत्र को पकड़ो, जो मिलना मिल जाएगा. प्लीज रिमेंबर, एक मंत्र को पकड़कर परमात्मा को पाओ या 1000 मंत्र पकड़ो, उस 1000 में भी जिस चीज को पकड़ना है उसको पकड़ो तो भी भगवान मिल जाए. Looks to be only a pair of 6 lines, but how important. Aham vrukshasya reriva iti swadhyayartha mantramnaya. Point 1. Swadhyaya cha vidya utpataye vai prakaranatu. Vidya artam idam prakaranam na cha anya arthatvam avagamyate. These prakarana of your life and study of Upanishad, and this next mantra is only for Vidya. Na anya arthatvam avagamate. Because in that the upasana, the karma kanda, the other swarga, the prapti, yajna, yag, ये कुछ भी नहीं है बात उसमें. Where is in the other mantras, Rutam cha, Satyam cha, Tapascha, Damascha, ये सब है. Even in the earlier mantra of the eighth one also, the example was given of the yagni, yagnika only. Ogam shomiti shastrani samanti or omiti, anugrunati, ओम इत्याश्रावयोत श्रावयंती. These are all प्रक्रिया of the यज्ञ. उसमें तो कुछ जो दूसरे चीजों का भी अनुशासन है. But in the next mantra, none of those are given. No matrudevo bhava pitrudevo bhava, no vedamanucharya, no rutam swadhyaya इत्यादि. सीधा ब्रह्मज्ञानी कह रहे. Therefore, when ब्रह्मज्ञानी कह रहे तो ब्रह्मज्ञान का ये प्रकरण ऐसा मानना चाहिए ना. That is what he's saying. Like when somebody takes us to movie, yeah, if you see this movie, not only entertainment, but for the life, a beautiful conviction, inspiration comes. He takes us to that movie. And you watch it and really you feel it. So before he took us, what he told us is to impress us. So before taking us through the ride of studying the mantra through Bhashya, Bhagavan Shankara is impressing us, preparing our mind. And also cautioning. What you are going to do is Svadhyaya. The purpose of that is Antakarana Shuddhi. Purpose of that is Vidya Utpatti. For that, the purpose of Vidya is Avidya Nasha and Bandhanasha and Moksha. So be single pointed. What you are going to do and what for you are going to do, then how to do. What you are going to do, Swadhyayam. What for Antakarana Shuddhi and Vidya Prapti. How? The Swadhyaya is contemplating repeatedly while chanting the meaning of these mantras. And last line is what? Swadhyayena cha vishuddha sattvasya vidya utpattihi avakalpyate. Means the one who is repeatedly listening from the Guru and doing the study of only Upanishad again and again, the vishuddha sattva of the heart, that other than Paramatma, I don't want anything else, will come. Such person alone will sit for meditation, contemplation, can reach to the deepest levels, and there he discovers what is essential self. That's called Vidya. Once the self is known, rope is known as rope, there is no avidya or the snake and consequent samsara. Like in a baat, kitna important. I'm telling you yesterday in today's talk, please listen more than once for more clarity. You may feel like you got a clarity now, but thoda ek ghante ke baad bhulne ka chance hai. That's what I am saying you, Taittiriyam, Bhagavatam and all these three classes, there's a crucial period of our life we are in. I told you 20-25 days, already 10 दिन हो गए और आगे 15 दिन. बहुत बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट. पूरा महीना लगा दो. For me also, I am also asking the Lord, Guru, bless, begging them for my sake and those who are coming regularly with Shraddha on me and the lectures, not those who don't have Shraddha. जिनको श्रद्धा नहीं तो नहीं देना चाहिए, उसका फिर बेइज्जती होती है. So I'm praying, Lord, please make us take these subjects serious. Give us strength, ability to understand them. So that we don't go back or turn back or look back. We only look ahead and move ahead and reach ahead. Hey Bhagavan, I know you are blessing, but I also want that blessing should work. May I not become obstruction in receiving your blessings for me. कुछ भी करो कि ये करके रखो भगवान. In these shlokas, what is taught about Brahma Vidya may become convinced. So that I am no more distracted in my life with anything other than it, which is avidya and samsara. पहले तो ये समझ लें, other than परमात्मा everything is avidya. ये हो नहीं रहा हमको फिर भी और कुछ है दुनिया में, और कुछ सुख है, और कुछ मजा है, और कुछ भोग है, तो और कुछ वाला नहीं जा रहा. इसलिए है और कुछ के लिए जा रहे हैं हम. जो कुछ सब कुछ भगवान है, वी आर नॉट गोइंग फॉर इट. Like when you go to a darshan of Vaishno Devi Mata or Badri, Kedar, Tirupati, Balaji, और क्या है भगवान के दर्शन के लिए? If somebody goes with that attitude, कुछ नहीं चाहिए सिर्फ भगवान का दर्शन. With भगवान दर्शन he feels that सब कुछ मिल गया. The one who never have that thought कि इन भगवान दर्शन अब कुछ है उसको और कुछ है करके, his attention is more on shopping than the darshana, even while standing for darshana. Therefore, he'll never have the darshan, the real darshan. देखो, भगवान का दर्शन किया और कुछ क्या हो सकता है बोलो? We need to have that type of commitment of Bhagavad Darshana when you go for yatra. Nothing else. So too, when we are doing this yatra of Adhyatmik sadhana, single pointedly goal is only भगवान दर्शन. उसी में सब कुछ है, उसके अलावा कुछ नहीं चाहिए मुझे. Like जो कुछ बोलूंगा सच बोलूंगा, सच के अलावा कुछ नहीं बोलूंगा. Both are important. Then only the sigh of relief comes us from one side. That there is no more running in the delusory world of mirage vata. Not running in the world itself is sigh of relief. Half of it. The real thing also, totally sigh of relief is when I recognize a self which is infinite and blissful. वो तो फिर पूरा जर्नी हो गई. But 50% is this. This what it is doing, again and again pulling us from the Paramatma. The Purushartha in us, we want to do sadhana and reach Bhagavan, is neutralized by this, the Prakriti. The whole world. Grammatically, I'll tell you, the whole world is Prakriti. Prakriti is Strilinga. And we want to do sadhana as a Purusha. But the Strilinga is pulling the Purusha. Pullinga in Sanskrit means masculine gender. All the Purushartha of the Pullinga Purusha is being neutralized by the Strilinga, the outer world. Therefore, the first sigh of relief is, other than Atma Vidya, I want nothing. Because all that is Avidya, it will only add bondage to me. That's a golden day when this conviction happens in us. क्या मजेदार होगा, नाचना शुरू होगा. No, this is how everybody who were like us only at their earlier life have come to that level. Like a Nishthagarishta Jignasu sitting for study and made. Ask him, do you want anything else? No, I want only Paramatma. Like Nachiketa and all. How did they reach to that level? In this way only. Guru helped them, their Upasana of the Guru, Ishvara Upasana helped, their own Nirantara Swadhyaya and Chintanam, all of that helped them to come out of that ignorance, strong ignorance, delusion, strong delusion, that there is something other than Bhagavan is there and it gives Sukha. You understand? Something other than Paramatma hai aur wo sukh dega, ye deeply rooted ignorance along with the such practices called as vasana habit are the ones which are not taking us toward not allowing us to go toward the reality. वो निकल जाना चाहिए. That is called as Vishuddha Sattva. And that happens only one technique, Swadhyaya. What is Swadhyaya? That mantra about which we are impressed or inspired, in which Paramatma alone Mukti Dhyayaka is there. Repeat that million times. That works wonders. Like some of you doing Gayatri mantra. What is the meaning of Gayatri? Nahadiya prachodayat. Oh Lord, please do the inspiration of my buddhi to contemplate. Because of your doing regular that one, you are given the chance to study Vedanta, Upanishads. Your own colleagues, your own people in your own organization, hundreds of them are there. None of them are getting chance of studying Upanishad Bhashyam, including your own people at home, your own parents. They may know the other subject, but they don't deserve to study Upanishad Bhashya because they didn't do the chanting of Diyo Yona Prachodaya. That is answered. That prayer is answered. That's called Swadhyaya. Knowingly little, unknowingly a lot, you went on doing. You may not know, the Lord knows, no? Like I chanted Eschandasam Rishabho Vishwarupa. The effect of that is what? Throughout the day, whatever the classes I am doing, I am able to remember. Therefore, connect to this and that, relate this and that, correlate this and that. वो हो रहा है उनकी कृपा से, because Eschandasam helped. That Eschandasam chanting was my Swadhyaya. You understand? Now AHAM VRUKSHASYA we are doing. So it will help. There's no way other than repeatedly bombarding our heart with those shlokas with meaning which tell about the Brahma Tattva knowing alone is mukti. That alone will remove from the roots the notions and the habits and ignorances that there is something other than Bhagwan and it gives sukha or even dukkha. There is nothing. We have to come to that level. And that clicks one day in your meditation when this japa goes on for a long time relentlessly. Kab hoga, don't worry. Keep on doing jap tak hoga. Till it happens, go on doing. Hmm. So the conclusion is what swadhyayena cha vishuddha sattvasya vidya utpatti avakalpate. That person who has made his sattva vishuddha viswadhyaya, then the vidya utpatti avakalpate, the intellectual conviction about every aspect of the Atma, then to recognize the Atma, what savikala nirvikala samadhi is to be done, he alone will understand and he alone will do. And really the anubhuti comes there of Atma. Here vidya utpatti means the intellectual conviction about the self knowledge alone gives liberation as well as how to enter into the Atma Jnana. That's called Vidya Utpatti, not the Atma Utpatti. Atma is always there. Through that Vidya, we just see what the self is. Ho gayo kam. So this mantra therefore is for Swadhyaya, for Antakarana Shuddhi, thereafter the Vidya Utpatti, then Atma Prapti, then Mukti. Now let us chant. 3 times we'll chant today. Tomorrow we will see the Bhashyam. Literal meaning also I will say. Bhashyam also will explain. It's very sweet, very beautiful it is. Majadar. And Bhashyakara, though it is only 2.5 line mantra, he has given 1.5 page Bhashya. Therefore, and it runs through, it's a big sentences only, not many hundreds of things are there. Thode thode baate. But both Majadar. Faydemand, useful. Let us see. Chant today 3 times. Om. अहं वृक्षस्य रेरिव कीर्तिः पृष्ठं गिरेरिव ऊर्ध्वपवित्रो वाजिनीव स्वमृतमस्मि द्रविणगं सवर्चसं सुमेधा अमृतोक्षितः इति त्रिशङ्कोर्वेदानुवचनम् अहं वृक्षस्य रेरिव कीर्तिः पृष्ठं गिरेरिव ऊर्ध्वपवित्रो वाजिनीव स्वमृतमस्मि द्रविणगं सवर्चसं सुमेधा अमृतोक्षितः इति त्रिशङ्कोर्वेदानुवचनम् अहं वृक्षस्य रेरिव कीर्तिः पृष्ठं गिरेरिव ऊर्ध्वपवित्रो वाजिनीव स्वमृतमस्मि द्रविणगं सवर्चसं सुमेधा अमृतोक्षितः इति त्रिशङ्कोर्वेदानुवचनम्. We will see the entire meaning tomorrow. Completely we will dedicate. There is a song in Marathi. Guru Maharaj is driving a vehicle to take us across the samsara into moksha. Almost seat bach chuka hai. You just take the ticket and sit. Then he will take you. A good bhajana, Marathi bhajana is written by Tukaram or Tukudoji Maharaj. Tukudoji is called. Gadi chalali chalali Sadguru Rayachi. Sadguru's Gadi is moving. He says, these are the people. Deshabhimani asava, dharmabhimani asava. The ticket for is, these are the good qualities. And those who have these negative qualities, they are not allowed to enter that bus or vehicle. Understood? Now, the bus of driven by the Rishi Parampara has started, called as Upanishad classes. And now, 1 or 2 people got down of the bus. They are missing all this by their own deliberate choice. What can I do? Do you want to miss? You can also miss. There are million excuses you can have. Then once you miss the bus, again the same bus will not come. When will the next bus will come or not, we don't know. 1:43 आखिरी लोकल of this जिंदगी, है कि नहीं? Missed the bus. Some are missing the daytime Telugu classes bus. Some are missing the evening Bhagavatam bus. Some are Adhyatma bus. If you miss, what can I do? And then immediately when you sit in the bus, you don't reach the destination. ना ये patiently बैठो, गाड़ी धीरे धीरे जाएगी. बट बस में ही नहीं बैठे तो भगवान के, गुरु के, सत्संग के, शास्त्र में बस में रहना. डोंट से मेरे बस की बात नहीं है. इस बस में चढ़ो, सब वो अपने बस में कर देंगे. बसा इज हिंदी वर्ड कम फ्रॉम वश. मेरे वश की बात नहीं है, मेरे बस की बात नहीं है. बस भगवान चला रहे, उनके वश में हो जाओ, फिर अपने बस में बिठाकर ले जाएंगे. I'm only telling now, even this also I'll stop. Why should I bother? Nonsense. If you have the value of it, you will do it. If you don't know the value, your dimag is proved. But maybe last time I'm saying. Not saying, asking. Do you want to miss the verse of Upanishad class? Your choice. Any one of miss, मेरे को क्या है? And you have gone for a shopping. By the time your shopping is over, bus will not wait for you. Gone. Train will not wait. Gone. If somebody is interested in journey and destination, why will you go for shopping? पहले तो बस में बैठेंगे, गाड़ी में. Guru, Shruti Mata, Bhagavan, Gurus, Rishi, they are guiding this bus of Upanishad study of ours. Many are not seated, some are tentative, some are wanting to go away. उतर जाओ, बिना डेस्टिनेशन पहुंचे बीच में उतर जाओ तो भटकते रहोगे. And the next Valli, when we study about Brahma Vidya, in which each of the koshas will be thoroughly explained, how to transcend each of them to reach the Atma Tattva. Nowhere you will get this beautiful knowledge. And that you will understand only when you are following every day. Suddenly बीच में एक दिन गेस्ट अपीयरेंस के लिए आ जाओ. You may understand that topic, but it will not have completeness because earlier Deka you don't know, and next day again you are uncertain of coming. Don't do that, at least with Upanishads. मैं वही कह रहा हूँ, मर जाऊंगा लेकिन उपनिषद नहीं छोड़ूंगा. Then only the Shruti Mata will bless. Good things taking lightly has become such a wrong habit to us. Bad things or unwanted things taking seriously. Who will help us at this level? You know, इस विषय में गंभीरता नहीं आया, मेच्योरिटी, तो कभी भी कहीं भी किसी में भी नहीं आएगा. See, such a wonderful classes with Bhashya going on. And for some small trivials of the thing, if you can miss them, then you don't deserve. The gurus will be quite in their mind only with this understanding. Those fellows don't deserve. And one or two gurus or speakers, acharya like me, who have unnecessary khujli, they will remind. अच्छा ये खुजली भी जाएगा तो I'll go on talking, not even one word about any this such nonsense I talk. I'll go on doing that. Like Bhagavan Shankara. He went on writing books. He never bothered who will read my books or not. The sensible will study and they become sensitive and they go beyond senses. The insensible, unsensible, they don't study. Why should I bother? He went wrote. It is we who have to become mature to see what is given to us, its value, importance. And among the both these things given to us. That's what the Upanishad, both are given to you. Shreyasya preyasya manushyam etaha. श्रेय प्रेय दोनों आपके सामने. बट यू हैव टू हैव द कॉमन सेंस टू थिंक, नो तौ संपरीत्य विविनक्ति धीरः. पेशेंटली डू द डिस्क्रिमिनेशन टू सी in which is the ultimate benefit. Shreyo hi dhiro vipreyaso vrunite. If you are a dhira, you will select Shreya. If you have selected Preya, Preyo mando yogakshemat. And the same thing is said in Gita and our Viduraniti. Because of some Vruddhi happening in the material world, don't imagine that's great Vruddhi, because in future you are going to have Kshaya of everything. And while doing Vedanta sadhana, it appears to be there is a Kshaya in the beginning, because you have to forego so many things. But that is a real Vruddhi, because you are going to have Mukti giving Atmagyan. Clear? Om, 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 Om. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamada Purnamivavashate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Paramanushibhyo Parabrahmane Shrutimatre Namam Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu.